Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Look At. Yes, it's only episode 2. It's been a very long time since I've done a Let's Look At video. The first one being my Transformers Optimus Prime Power Masters, I think it was. I cannot remember what it's called. And for some reason the camera is picking up that wheel on the face recognition. So that's pretty interesting. Whee! Anyway, yes. Just so you know that these Let's Look At videos are somewhat supposed to be just for some, like, older type devices, you know, like 10 years old or more kind of thing. So, that's where this comes in. This is the Panasonic, which you can't read it, actually, it's a bit dark. Can you read it? No, it doesn't show up. Okay. Well, this is the Panasonic SC-AK520 Hi-Fi. Yes, I've had this since its release in 2004. It's 11 years old, and it still works perfectly fine. With the exception of some scratches on the top, which was not caused by me, because this was up in the loft for a couple of years, and unfortunately my father is very heavy-handed when it comes to items like this, as he just throws things around and he doesn't care much for what damage it does to them. He'll just, just does it. And there's a lot of debris and dust inside it, so I gave that a quick clean out, and I tried it, and yes, CD, radio, cassette, it all works perfectly hunky-dory. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know too much about this thing, other than it sounds awesome. I didn't have much use for a stereo for a few years ago, but I decided to dust it off and bring it back down. So this is the main unit. This is known as the SA-AK520. The speaker units are the SB-AK520, and altogether it's the SC-AK. So as you can see, it has, as you can see there, a 5 CD changer, which is very, very nice, and it plays MP3 CDs, which is even better. I do like it when they play MP3s. That's what I really wanted in the stereo. That's awesome. So, saves storage space there. You can fit many, many times more music onto a disc as MP3 than CD. Has the old radio data system, I think. And here you can see all the wonderful knobs and buttons, which... Is it going to autofocus? I think it's trying to. It's picking that up on the face detection. It doesn't seem to be doing too well at the autofocus there. Oh, there we go. Yay! I'll show you the speakers in a minute, but that's to turn the subwoofer on, off. That's the super sound equalizer. That makes it sound like your ears are going to explode, which I think mine did at one point. That's for preset equalizers, which I'll show you. Obviously, rewind, change the display, record for the cassettes, switch to radio, switch to auxiliary, which is auxiliary input, CD, tape, yes, remember cassettes? I do. Fast forward, stop, and disc. Cassette deck, switch between the two different decks. And obviously there's the eject deck 2 and eject deck 1. I've only got one cassette, which I might demonstrate. This is for searching for titles, I assume, on MP3. So obviously you can input texts. And that's, again, similar thing. You can use it, change the cursor when you're searching. But you can also change the album, or skip forward and back an album. I think that's an album. And it's just a little joystick. Look at that. Anyway, there's the cassette drawers. 1 and 2. That is the CD changer. So you can set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just push the button, it goes straight to it, and it plays automatically. That's the graphic equalizer, where it displays like all the music pumping up and down. And that's the top, which has 2 of my little cars on. My girlfriend bought me that, and I got that for Christmas. Yay! And quickly, they're the speakers. There's one there. I'm going to stand back a bit. There's one up there on the top shelf. I had to extend the cables, as you can see, going all the way up there. because they weren't long enough. So that's one speaker. There's the other one, that's the subwoofer. Ooh, sorry about that. Had a bit of an interruption there. And it's suddenly gotten very dark out, so I've had to turn the light on. Unfortunately, that's not much of a light, as it's an energy-saving one. Anyway, one speaker. Subwoofer. I nearly forgot what it was called then. My subwoofer. And over there is the other speaker. They're actually quite big. I'll give you a bit of a... That's my hand. And that's the... Yeah, that's not really that great. It's kind of... Yeah, anyway, that's a bit of a bad demonstration. Anyway, back to this. Just a quick question. If anyone wants me to do a video on that, feel free to let me know and I will. It's not old, but I'm sure it'll make a good let's look at, I reckon. So, yeah, anyway. Oof. Back to this quick. What to say? Let's turn this thing on. Like so. Hello. Reading. It does take a bit longer to read MP3 CDs than it does a normal CD, which is kind of obvious. So yeah, it does take a while. Unfortunately, these don't light up, which I thought they did, but they don't. That's the graphic equalizer that basically just tells you stuff. It tells you what preset it's on. Like heavy, soft, clear, disco, live, cool, equalizer off. I usually have it on heavy. This is the subwoofer, which turns it off, medium or maximum, depending on how you want to blow your ears out. And this is the sound super equalizer. Super sound equalizer on, and now off. That basically bypasses the preset equalizer and just thumps out the music so loud your ears will explode if you listen to it too long. There's not much to say really. Remote control. So, at the moment I've got an MP3 album in there of Sonic the Hedgehog vocal songs. Yes, I know. But what other music can I use to demonstrate videos that I don't get copyright claims? And you can basically, using that button there, so that changes the album. There's only one album on this, which is Supersonic Songs, so you can change that. Use that. So Angel Island, and you can basically, because they're MP3s, they've obviously got names. Like that. And yeah, these are basically all the vocal Sonic songs I could get my hands on. So let's play. Obviously this is only the phone microphone I'm using, so it's not going to pick it up too well. So let's turn it up a bit. Yeah. It's quite bassy. I don't know if you can even hear me or what. I don't want to turn it up too loud because there's a cat in the other room sleeping. But you can push the display button. It changes that. You can change the display using this button. CD play, root, endless possibilities, supersonic songs, and so on and so on. And this is what, and again, I can demonstrate this, but it won't come across very well on the video, but change the presets. Heavy, soft, clear, disco. Disco's quite loud. There's live, cool, guessing it makes it sound like it's in a hall. And off. And this is what the preset, this is what the super sound equalizer sounds like. Oh, no, wrong one. This one. That makes it sound a lot heavier and bassier. But like I said, you won't be able to tell very well on this recording, I'm sure. Stop that. Okay, let's do a quick demo on the disc change. Open that. There's my discs. Nice little vinyl effect. Look at that. Anyway, so say I want to open up to number 2. Just push number 2 here. And then push open and close. And it'll open when it gets to disc 2. Like so. That's on disc 2. These Panasonic ones, they've always had such a complex and quite interesting design for their CD changing. I'm not going to take this apart to show you, but there are a few on YouTube you can watch, I'm sure. So close that. And like I said, it takes a little while to read. MP3 CDs anyway. CDs is obviously quite quick. Ooh, the lighting change there. You'll eventually read it. Like I said, it's an MP3. It does have a lot of music on these as well. I always try and fill a CD, just so it doesn't look like a waste. So if I show you the album changing, we've got the AVD and Adventures soundtrack, Geometry Wars 3 soundtrack, the Ikaruga soundtrack, Nitronic Rush, which I don't know how many people will have heard of, Rez, and Tempest 2000 Own Trials. Yeah. Geometry Wars 3 is quite nice music to listen to on stereos, because it's quite loud and thumpy. Hang on, let me get close to the speakers. There we go. I don't know how well that's coming across, and I don't even know if you can hear me still. Yeah. And the subwoofer. I don't know how well that's coming across. Woo! And again, we can change the display. Come on, autofocus. There we go. Oh, yeah. Geometry Wars. Has this focused yet? I can't tell. Oh well. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Now it's focused. Turn that off. Anyway, so yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. It's just like a basic rundown of an 11-year-old, I think circa 2004 Panasonic SC-AK520 stereo system, which, yeah, 11 years and it still works perfectly. I haven't demonstrated the cassettes yet. Okay, quick. I won't do the radio because obviously they play licensed music and fucking YouTube with their licensing. Quick showing of a cassette deck. And look, this is what a cassette looks like to all you people born after the year 2000. Yes. This is Elton John. I think it was one of the first cassettes I ever bought. Actually, I've still got it. Yeah, this is fucking old as shit. It's got a year on it. Yeah, look. And you might not be able to see that because it won't autofocus that close, I don't think. But, was it, 1989. I've had this since. Oh, look, there he is, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, I'm in autofocus. Anyway, so close that. And switch between the decks. Just that. Though I've just noticed. Oh, of course, I've only got one cassette in one deck, so there's no need to switch. So, I can't even remember which one. Okay, this deck 2 does the recording, but we don't need to do that. So we just go to tape. Click play. So yeah, so it says deck 1. What's gonna happen? I won't play it too much because it is licensed. That's if it actually does anything. Oh, there we go. Yes, I mean the cassette deck on this hasn't really been used, so I don't know if the heads are going to be a little dirty with dust or whatever, but sounds okay. I don't trust YouTube. I do apologise. Let's put it back onto CD. But it won't begin. Reading. Anyway, I believe that is it again for my quick let's look at 2004 Panasonic SC-AK520. It's a bit of a mouthful to try and remember. Yeah, just a nice quick rundown on my 11-year-old stereo, which still works perfectly to this day. And I'm still impressed with it. I mean, it is it's still fairly more powerful than most of today's stereos, I'm sure. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. This video has gone on long enough, and I shall return. I don't know. If you guys want me to do a video of my Tamiya, I will. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. I may just do it anyway, just to piss you off. So, anyway, I shall let the stereo have the final word. That wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be.